next. You know, with the right design, windows can actually be the focal point of any room. And in addition to being pretty, they can save you big time on energy costs. And here to talk about windows that wow is Alyssa Jung with Renewal by Andersen. Welcome back to New Day.
Hi,
it is nice
to
see you.
Good to see you as well.
So I love all the things that you have shown us in the past. And one of the coolest things I think about, obviously, aside from blocking heat, which is incredible, is the design. That's kind of your favorite part, right?
Absolutely, yes. Yeah, so designing the windows themselves, it could be a huge range from let's do modern, let's do more historic, let's preserve it, let's restore it. There's a huge range of what customers want and need.
That is so cool. I feel like this right here, you've brought all these samples of people's windows, like the frames that are a lot older. I mean, I've had these aluminum frames a time or two. These ones are horrible. I can hear them squeaking from here. But this one here, I feel like you went to my house and chopped out a piece of my window. So my concern have always been, you know, if I get my old 1940s windows replaced, is it gonna stick out like a sore thumb?
It can, right? So that's something that we like to think of. So when you're doing more of a historic look, you've got only a handful of materials that are available to you. And so in looking at, I want it to look like a traditional wood window. I want to preserve my home, but I want to be comfortable in it. Yeah. So when thinking about that, if you're not going back with the original, you know, with a wood window, you don't have very many options there. Right. And so what you see here is with our window.
Like that looks just like my windows.
It looks just like your windows,
but that's not solid wood.
Exactly. Oh. So this is our Fibrex composite. So 40% wood, 60% high carbon polymer. So this is exclusive to Renewal by Andersen. So in addition to being an insulating factor as well, it also looks like a traditional wood window.
And it's not very heavy.
No.
Honestly, that's it's a safety issue too, my friends, because my daughter, an inspector came into my house and said, could your daughter open this window? And the answer was no. No. And so we moved her bedroom. We could have just moved windows.
Could have just got new windows.
I mean, that's crazy. So with design, there's also all these cool color options, which I think is fun to match your house, because my house is it's kind of like a reddish brown color. Okay. So I would be like wanting to match that as opposed to getting bright white windows, but you can. Look at all these colors. That's nifty.
Absolutely. And so we have 9 different colors, and on the inside you can actually get 3 different wood finishes as well. So you have tons of options. We've actually got augmented reality to where we can come in the home.
Stop.
I know. We can work together to where we can project on your wall to see what the window would actually look like for you.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, there's tons of different grill pattern options.
That is really neat.
There's a ton of options that we could go over, and we do a personalized consultation with you, so it's not just a window.
So how does this whole thing get started? Like, where do you start, and how does it get to that point where we're talking augmented reality?
So the first thing to do is when we walk in the home, as design consultants, our job is to find out what you want and need. Okay. So sometimes it's, you know, I'm tired of painting my windows. Sometimes it's the mold. Sometimes it's the style. I don't like the way it looks. Yeah. Sometimes it's not energy efficient. So huge range of issues that it could be. Once you decide that, hey, you know what, maybe I just want energy efficiency and style, let's say, so for your house. Yeah. So the next step for me is going to say, like, have you thought about colors? Have you thought about design? Right. Do you want it to look like your original windows?
Wow.
So we can do that, and if you say, I don't really know, maybe I want black windows, maybe I want to stick with a white. Yeah. We can project it up and see what that looks like.
So your team really takes care of everything. I don't have to worry about being overwhelmed by all the things. You walk us through everything.
Absolutely.
I think that's cool. I think that's important, because sometimes when you're trying to put something together, just like the overwhelming factor alone. Let's talk about installation. Installing new windows isn't just for the aesthetics. You were talking about the energy efficiency. I was talking about the safety. There are so many reasons, right, to get new windows.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, it could be, like I said, a huge range of it. As far as installation is concerned, the main thing is you could have a great window, and if it's not installed properly, you could have issues with it. Yeah. And so at Renewal by Andersen, we are the start to finish replacement division. So you have an expert every step of the way. So there's, you know, I come out, we visit, we sit down, start the process, and then you go,
I was just looking at that. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
You got distracted.
I was like, what is that?
Absolutely.
That's cool.
Yeah, so these are all the hardware choices that you have available. So it's not just, you know, you have a white window with white hardware. we can do anything that matches your style.
It's like the jewelry of the window.
It is the jewelry.
You're talking energy efficiency.
I like it.
This is my life. She's talking energy efficiency, and I get distracted by something sparkly. I mean, I can't tell you. But let's talk about something really important, warranties. You guys have some really important points with that.
Absolutely. So it's 20 years on glass and frame, and then lifetime warranty on install and glass breakage. Okay. So because we own the whole process, we can offer that lifetime warranty on install.
This is so great. Thank you so much. I've learned really a whole lot, and I'm very excited actually to call you all and get started. Renewal by Andersen, by the way, is offering a deal for New Day viewers. Call the number on your screen for $485 off windows, $835 off patio doors, and $750 off your entire order, plus 0% interest for 12 months. What a great deal. You are welcome.